Hey, it's Vanessa Petronelli here. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2017. I can't even believe that we're already in the new year. It's January 2nd. How's it going for you so far? So it's been a little bit of time since I have created a Facebook Live, actually a few weeks. And I just legitimately did not want to come on Facebook and do any lives. Hi, Ajit. It's your birthday today. Happy birthday. Hi, Sonia. So I took some time off and I really recalibrated over the holidays. I was still doing some work behind the scenes, but I legitimately wanted to take some time just to be with myself and to be with my family. My parents flew down to see our beautiful new home here in San Diego. And hi, Rena. Hi, Michelle. Thank you, Jeffrey. And he's actually downstairs, so he saw me before I even came on to this video. But I wanted to take some time out and not be, I guess I don't want to say as visible, but just live on video. And I took that time to really allow myself, I gave myself full permission to fully recalibrate and nourish myself from the inside out. And part of that was because being a high-performing woman and an entrepreneur, I'm often going, doing, creating, making things happen. And for me, my edge is actually being able to lean back a little bit. Hi, guys. Oh, you're all so lovely. Thank you for all these beautiful wishes. But part of my edge is learning, and has been learning, to really step back and give myself the permission to fully and completely reflect and look back on my 2016. I have a lot of rituals and routines that I've created in my life over the years to help me to create success and to further myself along. And as I was reflecting, with the time that I had off, what I really noticed was I had exponential success last year. It was one of the best years. I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful to myself for sticking through the challenging times, the ups and downs. As a business owner, it can be tough sometimes. And I've been an entrepreneur since I was a teenager. But what I really noticed that worked for me last year, and something I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, because I want to help you, I want to assist you, I want to serve you in helping you to understand that for you to have a better year, a greater year, a year of expansion, a year of greater success and fulfillment, one thing needs to be constantly happening. And that's the one thing that I noticed for me over the years has helped me. And it's going to sound so simple, yet for most of us it's not. And it's growth. The one thing that was consistent for me last year was growth, and I also define that as progress. And believe it or not, we are actually, as human beings, programmed to grow. Our very cells of our bodies need to be growing and evolving, or we actually die. I know it sounds pretty morbid to say that, but our bodies, when we are not growing as individuals, we are programmed to die and wither away. And that is one of the things I find for a lot of people is an edge for them, and why even now, where they stand on January 2nd, they might look back over the last year and notice, okay, well, where did things go wrong for me? And for a lot of people, it's because there's not a lot of growth and progress happening in their lives. And when you implement growth and progress consistently, that's what leads you to having different results. So I don't want you a year from now on January 2nd, 2018 to be looking back at this time and being like, well, why didn't things change? Why haven't things worked out for me? And I want to initially, right at the beginning of the year, really support you in understanding that it's going to come down to growth and progress. So leaders, those of you who are watching, who are change makers, who are visionaries, who are people who really desire to see change happen on the planet in a big way, even we fall into what we like to call comfort zones. So that is the arch nemesis, if you will, to growth. It's getting into a comfort zone. Now, I'm not here to judge comfort zones. Comfort zones can sometimes be really lovely. I have my own comfort zones. My comfort zone as a leader in this work, as an entrepreneur, is being behind the camera and getting lost in the virtual world and not getting out a lot. I am a homebody. I'm a bit of a hermit. I spent a lot of my 20s, especially when I was in the entertainment industry, being out and about, networking, being in the public eye, doing a lot of stuff to schmooze, as they like to call it in that industry, to get my name out there, my face out there, to meet the right people, all of that. So I spent a good portion of my teens and my 20s being out, when I'm actually a bit of an ambivert. I have more introvert qualities, and I trained myself to become an extrovert. So my comfort zone tends to be what I've now settled into, which is doing this type of work, writing, posts that assist people, being, virtual, not being as much out in the public eye. And so I've fallen into this comfort zone. And what I really was assessing at the end of 2016, because I was planning 2017 actually throughout all of December, and I was planning the year of my business, I was planning and looking at my life. And what I really noticed for me was, for me to go to that next level, for me to continue to progress from where I stand, for me to really truly make a difference in this world, I need to get out of my comfort zone of just being behind the computer or being virtual and being in the house. I have to let this go this year and really step it up and out and be out there in the world, be in front of more people. So I'm giving you my own personal example because I'm not immune to this. Yes, I'm teaching this work. Yes, I do this work and have been for a long time, but I'm growing and progressing just like you are. And, we need to be able to recognize where our edges are so that we can start to lean into them more, especially for those of you who are leaders in shifting the consciousness of the planet. You're here to help people. You're here to heal. You're here to teach. You're here to guide people. It's imperative that leaders, that we recognize when we fall into our own comfort zones. And what I've often noticed for leaders, because I talk to so many awesome teachers and people in this type of work, is that their comfort zones tend to be, I've finished all my work, I'm complete, the only thing I really need to work on now is my business development or in making more money, and the inner work is done. And then I also notice for a lot of leaders, there's just this isolation and this mask that they constantly wear to not let other people in and see their vulnerabilities and to see maybe some of their own challenges, because they're supposed to be influential. They're supposed to be the people who, quote unquote, know, the answers, if you will. And what that starts to do is create a comfort zone and prevents leaders like you, if you're watching, if you identify with any of this, from getting there, going to that next level of service and expansion and fulfillment and wealth, success, all of those things. So what are some signs that we've hit, our comfort zone? What are some of those signs that we are supposed to be evolving and growing? Hi, Delcoya. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Adia. Hi, guys. You can say hello and engage with me here. Or else it's me just talking to the video. But some of those signs for people, so if you're in a comfort zone and life is trying to wake you up, if it's time to get to that next level, what you might start to notice, whether you're doing this work professionally or not, things start to get more intense. The journey starts to get more challenging and more difficult. If you relate to this, let me know. One of my teachers taught me years ago that, when we're trying to get aligned more so with our soul's purpose, with our higher version of ourselves, if we're resisting the growth that has to happen to get there, what we start to experience is intensity. And it's not always pleasant. It can be really challenging and really hard at times. And life will do whatever it can to wake us up and to get our attention to grow and evolve. And the more we're attached to things remaining the same, the more we're attached and resisting the growth, the harder things start to become. I've had this happen many times in the course of my life, and that's when we're required to really surrender into and start going inward. So part of this is really checking in and asking yourself, okay, is what I'm experiencing right now an opportunity for growth for me? Do I need to start making some internal changes for myself so that I can start to evolve beyond what I'm experiencing? Hi, Lisa. Welcome. Other things that start to happen, business owners, those things that you used to implement that worked, that, maybe you made money, maybe you were serving clients, all of a sudden aren't working anymore. You can apply this in your personal life too. Things that you used to do on a regular basis where you'd see results, where you'd see the outcomes that you desire, now all of a sudden have gone stagnant. Things have become stuck. There's this feeling of cloudiness or confusion that's come over you, or just an inner desire almost to not move forward, to not implement those things, feeling that drag, feeling that almost that like lull. You've lost that zest or that passion. These aren't signs sometimes that you're on the wrong path, but they're actually the wake-up calls, the signs that we need to move forward. I also believe that there's some of those, thought patterns, those beliefs of, I'm done. I've done all the work that I need to do, and that's it for me. I've grown, I've succeeded. And usually when I hear that, I know firsthand, okay, you're not done. And to think that you're done is often a sign that, you're probably stagnant somewhere in your growth. So leaders, as I'm talking to you, leaders, the people who are influencers, the visionaries, the change makers, people who really want to see progress happen this year, it's got to start with you first. It can't be dependent on the outside world. It's not just going to show up, through your clients or your customers in your work. It's going to show up through you. So growth and progress are the number one things that need to happen for you to really experience a different year than you did last year. And when you're not growing, things start to die, things start to end. There's a completion that starts to happen in order to shake you up and wake you up to move forward, to grow, to implement, to try new things. And for you entrepreneurs, business owners, those of you who are artists and creatives, it's the time now. We don't have any more time to be sitting back, holding back our gifts, holding back our voices, holding back our intuitive abilities, our spiritual gifts, the things that we are here to create. The world is waiting for us. And, this is a whole new timeline and trajectory that we are creating and co-creating together. And it's up to all of us to start getting out of our comfort zones, whatever they are. And my suggestion is to figure out what that is and really start elevating. I talk a lot about up-leveling and upgrading activations in my work because those are the very things that start to really replenish our cells, our bodies, our souls to take us to that next level. There's no more permission that we need here, guys, to really start making the change on this planet. The permission's already been granted, and the only thing maybe getting in that way now is our own selves, stopping our own selves from moving forward, allowing, fear and utilizing fear in an unhealthy way to stop us from getting there. Thank you, Crystal. Hey, yes, preach. This is my year for me to get out and reach millions of people around the world. I'm scared. I'm scared like a lot of you. Even doing Facebook Lives, I'm scared that my message is not going to reach people. I'm scared that I might be judged. I have fear just like everyone else, but I use that fear in a healthy way. Because I know that the more I put myself out there, somebody, even if it's one person tonight, may get this message and something might speak to their heart and soul that may cause them to grow, to progress, to put themselves out there. So this is an opportunity, my friend. Let 2017 be your year of growth and progress. There isn't any more time to hold back. This is it. We can't wait for the outside world anymore to really nudge us forward. And the biggest thing, I always preach this, not just because I do this work, the growth and the progress that I experienced was in the investment in myself this past year. It's something I've been doing regularly for years, but this past year I invested more in myself, in my business, and who I am to really develop and see myself get to that next level, because that's what works. That's what's going to get me forward. That's what's going to have me influence and reach and serve more people than I've ever dreamed of. So take that bet on yourself this year. Get out there, put yourself out there, progress, grow, transform, and don't be afraid to start taking those steps that you know you need to take in order for things to start moving forward. The work is never done. It's never complete. It's just starting. And I invite you to share this. If this speaks to you tonight. Hi, Rushi. So good to see you. And you're so welcome, Sophie. Please share this with people in your tribe. The more that these kinds of messages can get out into the world, the more we're going to start to see impact and change happen. And my invitation for you women who are watching this, who are entrepreneurs, who are professionals, who are leaders, who do desire to make a great impact in the world, there are some opportunities for you that I have for you. If it calls and speaks to your heart to connect with me, I am enrolling currently for SAS, for my Soul Aligned Success Sisterhood. Spots are beginning to fill up. We start in February. This is all about exponential growth and progress. And if you are ready to take that leap, if you're ready to move forward, this is my invitation for you. Let's connect. If you want to see the page and to hear more about women's experiences in it, I can send you the sales page. You can take a look at it. But if this is tugging at your heart, take that leap. Make that action happen now. The growth is not going to start, in a few months from now. This is when we can ideally start to make those things happen. And if you're really ready for high-level support, I've got one spot in my private work that encompasses, all access to everything I offer. I want to hear from you. Leaders, I love you. Thank you for being relentless in everything that you do in this world. This is our year. This is the year of manifestation. This is the year of progress. This is the year of us really creating some traction. And in the process, all of us leaders really feeling supported on our journeys on every level and in every way. You deserve to be abundant. You deserve to have greater impact. You deserve to serve more people. You deserve to feel fulfilled and to reach that next level of success. So please, sharing is caring. Share this message with your tribe. Share this with the people that you love. And I want to hear from you. If you feel compelled to connect with me, do it. I'm open, I'm ready, I'm here for you, and I can't wait to make this the next year of even greater exponential growth and progress, not just for myself, but for all of you as well. So Happy New Year. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Liliana. Hi, Ruchi. Happy New Year, guys. Let's do this. I can't do it alone. You've got to join me on this mission to making this a very memorable and really beautiful year for not just our own selves, but for the planet. It's time. Hi, Chris. So I'm going to be signing off in just a moment, but if any of you have any questions about anything that I've talked about, any comments, yes, Crystal, thank you for being here. Thank you to those of you who've signed on and have supported me. Having an audience is so much better than not. So yeah, I'm here for you. Reach out, private message me, make comments in, the comment box below, share this with your tribe, and let's rock this out this year. Awesome. Hi, Daniel. I'm just leaving, so if you're just catching on or coming onto the live now, be sure to come back on as I drop my message for January 2nd, 2017. All right, guys, have a beautiful night. I love you wherever you are in the world. All the best. Let's have a blessed year, and it's going to be awesome. So let's intend for that, and let's make this a year of progress and growth. Take care. Bye, everyone.